That's right, folks. It's time for what you've been waiting for. The first shiny new episode of the Monkey Jones interview show. I am your host, Monkey Jones, joined by my very first guest, somebody who I knew we share a spiritual connection in many ways, and I knew there was no better way to start off the Monkey Jones interview show than with this guest. You know him, you love him. One of the men, or the man, I should have clarified with them before the show. SiIvaGunner, welcome aboard.
Yes, hi. I'm the founder of SiIvaGunner.
Not to be confused with SiIvaGunner, as the mistake I've been making all week, which I think was part of the design.
Yeah, definitely. We're a video game music fake out channel where we upload video game music to we upload mashups and melody swaps, basically changing around a song to make it sound like something else, as the original video game song. So people who are looking for the actual video game music,
they get trolled.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot I want to go over with you today, and we should really clarify why I wanted you on this program for the first episode, because your big YouTube channel, SiIvaGunner, much like mine, was recently unfairly terminated, and YouTube has no intention of fixing the error. How big was your channel when it got destroyed?
We had 294,000 subscribers, I think.
Not enough. Not enough. Sorry, I got you beat, buddy. I was 305. You're just a little boy, looking up to the big champions like Monkey Jones. It's nice of me to really let such a small creator onto my giant platform. 294,000. So what a loser. But I'm just such a humble guy. I'll even talk to the sheeple like you on my show.
Yes. Yeah.
So what was the excuse? You're just uploading remixes of video game music. Why does YouTube take down your channel?
Well, it was actually through copyright reasons. However, YouTube refused to send our counterclaims to the copyright holders who had claimed us. So we had no chance of getting our channel back. It was, even though it was a copyright thing, it was definitely YouTube's fault on this specific matter.
And how exactly does a video that is a remix get copyright stricken in the first place? How does Nintendo or Game Freak recognize, say, a song from Pokemon Emerald when really the upload that you made is not the identical song file? It's very different in ways that I will explain later on, because as I was trying to, I'll admit, I had not heard of your work until you guys were terminated. And in the last week, as I've been doing my research, what you had here is like a comedy onion. And I know when you explain a joke, it becomes less funny. But I think this is the rare case where the more onion layers I peeled back, the funnier what you're doing became. But back to the original question of how the fuck did this even get flagged in the first place?
The particular videos that got flagged were mashups, actually. I think it was several anime songs. I think we got 3 copyright strikes in one at like the exact same time by the same company. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. But like right at the same time, I don't even think that should be allowed. Like 3 strikes from a single company. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. As everybody knows, I'm in a similar boat. I got 6 strikes all at the same exact time, and it kind of eliminates the whole point of a strike system. It'd be like in baseball, you get 3 strikes before you're out, but it'd be like if they threw 1 pitch and then said, okay, you're out. You only need the 1. You don't even get a chance to reevaluate your swing for the second and third strike. You're just out immediately. So why even call them strikes? Why not just fucking terminate us? Because that's what they want to do anyway.
Exactly.
So I want to go through the journey I had figuring out what SiIvaGunner is supposed to be. First of all, I could not figure out what it was called. I thought it was SiIvaGunner, which is, again, by design, I have to assume. So I did the research. And I want, as I tell this story, as I tell your story for you, I want you to interrupt me and tell me whether or not I'm accurate or wrong. This is based on literally 25 minutes of research. How does that sound?
All right, that sounds good.
Okay. From what I understand, your channel traces back to all the way back to 2010 with a real channel called SiIvaGunner, a guy who would just upload video game music to YouTube, and evidently he was a big hit sensation just uploading tracks from a video game's OST. He kept getting taken down for copyright, and eventually he quit. So was it in 2016 you sprang on the opportunity to make a parody channel called SiIvaGunner, where you put an uppercase I instead of an L, so it looks identical if you're just looking at it, where you would also just upload video game OST, but after maybe about 20 seconds into the song, it would suddenly become a remix of like the Flintstones theme song or something
Yes.
absurd. Where did you get the
Yes.
idea to do this?
Okay. I for the songs themselves, I used to just mess around with FL Studio and think and other music creation tools and things like that. And I think it'd be really funny if a song just randomly turned into another song out of nowhere using the same instruments and everything. And I thought that idea was really funny. And then in terms of the YouTube channel, because I had made a few songs prior to making the YouTube channel as like the springboard, and I'd upload them to SoundCloud and stuff. But when I got the idea for the YouTube channel, actually harkens back to when I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series on YouTube.
Yeah.
And in the early days, there'd be imposter little Karibo channels uploading fake episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. And I was like, these fake episodes are really bad. I wonder if I can just troll people with like actual good videos, like videos that it's not what they're expecting, but they might enjoy anyway.
Now, I vaguely recall those fake little Karibo episodes. Wouldn't it just be like a 10-year-old kid on his really shitty $5 mic pretending, to do all the voices and stuff? Is that what it was? Because I very vaguely remember this.
Yeah, I think they did stuff like that, and sometimes they just uploaded random videos as Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series episodes, and they had nothing to do with it at all. It was just a fake clickbait way of getting people to click on their videos.
Yeah, to click on it for 5 seconds and leave. It was the wild, wild west of YouTube, a time that I desperately long for. Guys like you and me, we're not long for this brave new world that has been established on YouTube. No longer can you post a thing that is a complete lie to piss somebody off.
Yeah, yeah.
So you start doing that. Tell me the story of how, the channel started getting recognition and blew up, and how it led to where you were up until you got terminated.
Well, okay. So originally, we had imposter, like we had an original channel which got deleted early on, but that one was disguised as SiIvaGunner, which is the one that took over for SiIvaGunner. It's a very complicated lore, as you can see.
Yes.
But but that channel ended up blowing up because a few bigger YouTubers had found the YouTube channel and were posting them on their Twitter saying these are really funny. And then all of a sudden we just started getting covered by news outlets and stuff, and more people started finding us. And then the channel got deleted and we weren't given a reason why. so we made a comeback as SiIvaGunner, which is kind of like an in-joke because SiIvaGunner replaced SiIvaGunner. So SiIvaGunner replaced SiIvaGunner.
Right.
And then it took us a while to get back to where we were, but eventually we started working on different storylines and things in our videos, which because we used to upload one video every hour. Because
how do you maintain that much content?
We had a team, or we still have a team, but we had a team just making tracks, and we would listen to them and make sure they were good, and then upload them. And we have many people just scheduling uploads and things like that. It was a very big enterprise in the early days.
How do you even trust 30 people with the same YouTube password? Like, how did you know that none of these guys, because you're all trolls by nature, that's the whole point of the channel. How do you know they're
Yes.
not going to troll you back and just delete everything?
Well, the thing that was really cool was when I started this, um, it was just a thing that I did with a few of my friends. And as we went on, we were able to make more friends basically. And eventually we were
What's
just
that
able,
like?
I was able to,
Making
oh, it's
friends.
insane.
Teach me the
Yeah,
secrets.
yeah, yeah. And it was just, it just kept blowing up, I guess. And once once we had enough people, I was able to see who I thought personally was trustworthy with access to the channel and things like that.
If we can go on to a technical level, because clearly you guys are very talented at something that I didn't even think was possible. Break it down as much as you can for a normie like me. Because when I hear a song from Pokemon Emerald, and then suddenly the same trumpets and the same exact sound of the game is playing the Flintstones theme song, how the fuck do you even begin to make that a thing? How do you make the video game music sound identical when you're remixing it to something else?
Well, what we do in most cases, there's some cases where we just recreate the song from scratch using the same instruments. But a lot of the times, for Pokemon, for example, there's a program that if you put a ROM in it, it extracts all of the MIDI files in the game, and it comes with like the instrument file too. So you can put that in an audio like program like FL Studio, and you can use the exact same sequence data with the exact instruments, and it sounds like it's just in the game. And then each instrument is separated by a different layer, and you can just adjust the melody depending on what song it is and things like that.
It's such a brilliant idea. Everything about it just makes me so happy that it existed and that it still continues to exist despite getting completely yeeted off of YouTube. Uh, I mean, I have to imagine the people in the comment section who weren't in on it. Did you just get hate comments every day saying, "What the fuck is this?" Or was it generally everybody understood pretty much immediately?
At first, it was kind of I we like it was like the first few months was really the part where it didn't really go very well in the comments, but beyond that, then everyone started getting in on the joke and things. And there's specific videos like the really popular ones. Like we had one from Kirby, Yogurt Yard, that turned into Take on Me, and the comment section just did not understand the concept of it. And like people like legitimately thought this was from the game, and they were like, did Nintendo steal from Take on Me, or did Take on Me come first? It was like my favorite comment section on the channel. But
That's how you guys
we
know
did,
that you're really talented, is that you actually convinced these people that Nintendo ripped off Aha.
yeah, yeah. And uh we never really got that many hate comments, honestly. Like it's actually surprising because we uploaded so fast. Like I think we got more comments based on how fast we uploaded, more so than when we actually like tricking someone or something.
How long did the channel maintain hourly uploads? Was that like a one-day special, or did this go on for a long time?
We uploaded hourly from March of 2016 to September 30th, 2016.
Oh my
And
god. Every hour on the hour? Or like,
yes, every hour on the hour, and sometimes we did half hours too.
what the fuck? How is that possible? That's insanity.
Yeah, we had a lot of submitters, and people were really passionate about it.
That's awesome. Because I went through, you guys now have a backup channel, and I only saw like, 40 or so videos on there, and I figured that was your whole history. But no, you have a catalog of literally thousands of these hidden away
Yeah, we have
somewhere.
we have like 9,500 videos or something.
Oh my god. Have you personally listened to every single one?
Not at all.
Yeah, you cut out. What'd you say?
Not at all. We had
Oh.
a team of quality control people listening to reps too, which made the process easier for everyone.
I mean, this is such an incredible community you have built up of people who are dedicated and passionate to doing this ridiculously funny project. Was there any sort of incentive for them beyond trolling and having fun? Like, were people making bank off of this, or was it just like people are passionate about doing something stupid?
We didn't do anything to make money off of the channel. We never monetized it. We never we had a Bandcamp. We still have a Bandcamp actually, of songs, and we that's where we actually credit who made each song. So
Mm.
the albums on our Bandcamp like credit who did what and stuff. But all the proceeds to that just went to keeping the albums free, because Bandcamp's got this thing where if an album's free, they decrease one of your credits, and you only get a certain amount of credits a month. So you have to buy more credits. So what we do is we just feed that money back into keeping the albums free, basically. And yeah, we sold posters at MagFest. That was the first time we ever actually did something um, money wise with the channel. But yeah, everything's just been because we like having fun with it.
So that sounds like some egregious shit to me, that a channel that wasn't even monetizing their remixed, repurposed music, you're not making money off of it. So to even take it down for a copyright strike in the first place seems ridiculous. The whole point of a copyright thing is so that the owner of the music gets the money for it. You're not even making money off of it, and it's transformative in nature. So this just makes me even more upset that they took you down for that.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't really understand why they did this. Like it I the thing that bugs me the most is YouTube didn't even send our counterclaims to them, and they said that they were invalid. Um yeah, it just bothers me. And there's something else that bothers me. I'm sorry.
No, no, go
But
ahead. I'm just getting mad.
YouTube's copyright copyright defense thing for your counterclaims has a character limit of 500 characters.
Right.
And that makes me upset because we have to explain why our videos are covered under fair use in a way where we can defend ourselves, and just so the copyright company doesn't just keep screwing us over. And it's hard to do that in 500 characters.
The copyright system on YouTube, and I know everybody complains about this shit all the time, especially 2019, I've seen more people ruined due to copyright than ever before, but it is just completely illogical. I did a video a couple months ago called The Monkey Box, where I reviewed 3 different monkey movies and I showed footage from them. And I've had to re-upload it a number of times on multiple different channels. And of course, it instantly gets hit with a copyright strike or copyright notice saying, hey, this video is blocked worldwide, nobody can watch it, and then you have to appeal it. 50% of the time, the company said, okay, this is fine, and let the video exist. And then the other 50%, they kept it banned worldwide. Even this individual company reviewing the same exact video can't make up their mind on whether or not it's fair use. It's completely fucking retarded.
Yeah, I agree. We've had copyright strikes before that just got sent back to us after we appealed them, and it's bonkers. And then you send one back, and it just sometimes it's just a crapshoot, honestly, depending on what day, I guess.
But before we go into the whole termination side of things, I'm very curious about the lore. What was the lore of this channel, and how do you tie in lore to a series of mashups and song parodies?
Well, the lore, it started off with people complaining about a specific source we use, because we use the Flintstones a lot, but then we also
Which I think
use,
is very fucking funny.
yeah. we also we also use this anime song called Snow Halation by Love Live. And people complained about that one because it was anime and it was bad.
Oh.
So we made a video response using Chad Warden, who was yeah. um,
Classic.
we we sentence mixed Chad Warden to tell them to stop hating on Snow Halation.
So it's like
And
a war of the great being that is the SiIvaGunner channel. This being of 1,000 heads, like a Herculean monster, like Hercules would fight. What is that thing called? With the every time you chop off the head, there's two more.
is that the Hydra?
It's like this Hydra YouTube channel with so many faceless people producing content every hour, and they're going to war with the fans because they don't like anime mashup songs. That's great.
Yeah, we thought it was pretty funny too. And then they just continued, and actually, people started dislike bombing our videos that had Snow Halation in it. So we made another Chad Warden video, and then we did a thing where we removed all of our well-known jokes, which is like the Flintstones and Snow Halation, and we replaced them with Family Guy, a Family Guy theme, and a different anime song. And we had a storyline that went along with it where Chad Warden was trying to get back the channel from from this faceless creature named the Voice Inside Your Head,
Terrifying.
because he hates anime weeaboo bullshit. Um, and yeah, it was that's how the lore started basically.
Was there any resolution? Did anybody win this war, or does it still rage on to this very day?
After we did this storyline and that little arc concluded, people started liking Snow Halation, and it just continued on. Um, we had also gotten hate for we were during 2016. We would get hate for every news source we'd introduce, because we would try to introduce things that made people upset intentionally. So we used the Nutshack theme, which is
Yes.
this really bad animated series. And we just used that theme over and over, and people got mad. And then eventually that kid made that Pokemon Go song that was really bad, and we started putting that in our videos also, and people started hating that too. So we kept trying to make them mad using different sources, just to rile them up a little.
I saw, and I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I mean, everybody would know other than me because I just started researching this the other day. But you had a very popular remix of "We Are Number One" that I could not find a mirror to. You have a song like that?
Yes. It had 2.1 million views, and
Damn.
it was our highest viewed video, and it was the start of the We Are Number.
Oh, wait, you guys started the "We Are Number One" craze. Is that what you said? You cut out.
Yes. The original, we had actually used "We Are Number One" earlier. Nate Mango made a song using the Kirby instruments to make a "We Are Number One" remix. But then afterwards, another person made the "We Are Number One" actual video that blew up really big, and eventually got people to, introduced to the song, and that's how it got spread around, I guess.
That's an amazing piece of internet history. I mean, I'm going to be remembering the "We Are Number One" memes long into my into my 30s when I eventually kill myself and die. But even in the end of my life, I'll remember that craze, and now I know who to blame for getting that song stuck in everybody's head. So, did you guys have some sort of tribute when Mr. Number One passed on to the big number one in the sky?
We never did a tribute, for a few reasons. One, I we didn't really want to seem like we were capitalizing on his death.
Not
And
everybody else
second
did.
of
I
all,
mean, come on.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
It's
true.
respectful.
But yeah, and second, we wanted to make something passionate if we had the idea of it, and we thought we couldn't really think of anything that was like worth putting up as, yes, this is our Stefan Karl tribute.
Yeah. Well, I guess I also owe all the sadness I felt from his death. That's your fault too, I guess. So, so fuck you. making
Damn.
everybody care about this guy from a show that really nobody would have really paid attention to. All the heartache and grief in the world, I'm also placing on your shoulders.
Damn it.
Yeah, too bad. So let's jump to the day of retribution, the big one. I think this is just a few days after I myself got terminated. Everybody is furious at YouTube as it is, and then even worse than Monkey Jones, the SiIvaGunner channel goes down. What was your initial reaction? Because if I believe you were at a convention when it happened, is that right?
Yes, we had actually gotten the strikes earlier. We had gotten the strikes on December 17th, I think. And basically, we had time to send counter notifications. So the reason why we weren't allowed to upload, but we were allowed to send counter notifications. So we didn't really tell anyone because we expected the channel to come back up eventually. So we could re-upload things afterwards, and then I could be clear with the channel. I didn't want to worry anyone about it. So we just kind of went silent basically for a little bit, and then when we were at Magfest.
Do you kind of regret that now? Like, do you? Because I feel the same. Oh, I feel regret when my channel was under attack. I wish I would have posted some sort of update while I still had the 300,000 subscribers there. Like, hey, everybody, quick, go follow me on Twitter, hurry before this is gone. But I really didn't capitalize on that because I also thought it would be fixed in no time. And now, hundreds of thousands of people don't even know that I'm gone. So, do you guys sort of feel like, maybe we should have done more to capitalize on this before it was too late?
Yeah, we probably should have. We couldn't upload videos because of our strikes, but
Right.
we maybe a community post or a couple community posts just pointing people towards our backup channel, which we've had around since like 2017, just in case something like this happened. Um, so yeah, I do wish we would have been a little more open originally, but I'm happy the channel actually went down at Magfest because we had a panel the next day, and we were able to we were able to basically turn our panel into talking about why the channel got taken down and things like that. So it
The
was
panel
it was
became a
a
funeral.
yeah, definitely.
Did
We
you sell a
started it
lot of
with a
posters then?
we sold I don't know the exact numbers, but I think we sold at least 100 posters. I
Shit.
think yeah, I think it went pretty well. Um
At least one good thing came out of getting your entire life's work deleted.
yeah. And we also have backups of every single video that we've ever uploaded. So
Well, that would
at the
take.
very
I
least,
mean, that's a century-long job re-uploading 10,000 videos, though.
yeah, and YouTube's got some sort of spam filter too. So we're trying to figure out the best way to automate this process
Mm.
of re-uploading these videos because yeah, their spam filter like kicks in around like 40 videos a day, I think. So so it'll take a little bit to re-upload all 9,000. So we're trying to
Yeah,
figure
no
out the best
shit.
way right now.
This YouTube has a specific filter that says you can't upload more than 40 times in a day. That's really funny. Like, I can't even
Yeah,
imagine any context other than this specific thing where anybody would ever need to upload that much. Um, anyway, so you do the panel. Is everybody like, are they having a good time? Is everybody in high spirits, or are they depressed and on the brink of suicide like I was in the days following my termination?
it was a very stressful period, but I think the fact that it was at Magfest was really good because we were all around each other and we could try to figure out what to do next and just we could focus on the plan because it wasn't at the very least it wasn't like a sudden thing like we had expected that this was a possibility. So we were prepared somewhat. We weren't prepared for like how sudden it was, but we were prepared for the prospect of the channel getting deleted. And um at the very least we were able to keep in high spirits by doing things at the panel like playing a crab rave meme of the channel getting deleted and things like that. So at the very least it was a at the very it would have been a lot worse if it wasn't at a convention.
Yeah. Um, the people behind the convention, did they approach you to get you guys on the panel, or was it more of like you guys said, "Hey, we got this YouTube thing. Can we come do a panel at your convention?" How does that work? I've never been invited to anything in my life.
We got invited last year also. They'd come to us asking if we could do a panel for them, and we signed autographs, and we did we got hotel rooms. It was nice. It was a nice experience.
Is there any sort of moment where you guys show up, you're in the hotel room, suddenly the channel's terminated? Does the guy, managing the event, does he come up and be like, I don't know, guys. I mean, we only want YouTubers here. Last I checked, there's no channel. We're gonna have to cancel the panel. Like, did they say anything about the termination at all, or did they just not give a shit?
They did. They really didn't care, honestly. Like I think I even made a joke to one of them. If I remember correctly, I actually notified one of them that we didn't have a channel. They just laughed.
Heartless asshole.
It was a very yeah, it was a very chill experience.
Well, MagFest, if you want to get the Mumkey Jones and SiIvaGunner co-hosted panel, I have an upwards of 18,000 followers now. I think that's big enough to have a panel at a huge convention, right? hook
Oh
me
yeah,
up.
definitely. I think.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. I think everybody gets a panel now. Surely. I should have capitalized on what I had when I had the chance. Now I have nothing. Just a man sitting in a blazer and a cop hat, sweating his balls off. So, we're about done with the storytelling portion, folks at home, and we want to open up the second half of the episode to fan questions. Now, I'm going to prioritize any donation questions, but of course, we'll go to the normie chat to get questions as well. So if you have questions, hopefully for the SiIvaGunner channel, not for me. We'll save that for later. Hit us up, and we'll get to them. But my question is for you right now. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? This is a big one.
Yes.
What are you going to do moving forward now that your 300,000 subscriber YouTube channel has been terminated from the internet?
We have a second channel, and right now we're trying to get the first channel back, or like the original channel back.
Is there still hope?
There, yes and no, I guess. We still have other contacts we're talking to, trying to get it back, and our only conversations with YouTube have been automated responses that have stopped responding to us.
You're triggering me over here. It's Vietnam flashbacks to yesterday. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see what happened to fucking Drake Bell of Drake and Josh fame?
Oh, dude, yeah, I saw that. He got deleted off Twitter or on YouTube also. Like, he got hacked or something, and he couldn't get his channel back?
He said a fan hacked his account, so he can't log into his own YouTube channel anymore. So he's been trying to contact YouTube to get it fixed. The automated system replied saying there's nothing that can be done because they contacted the person who now owns the account and asked, do you own the account? And the hacker said yes. So YouTube has left Drake Bell, 4.3 million followers on Twitter, famous celebrity, out to dry. I assumed celebrities always get the preferential treatment on YouTube, but it turns out Drake Bell must be where they draw the fucking line, because he was going off on Twitter today saying, fuck YouTube, at Team YouTube, go fuck yourself, I'm moving to Twitch. It was literally things I was tweeting 3 days ago coming from the Drake Bell Twitter account. So guys like us, I don't think we stand a ghost of a chance, to quote Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged like we were talking about earlier. We don't stand a ghost of a chance because even Drake Bell can't get customer help on this fucking platform. Fuck YouTube. And when you say yes or no, yes and no to is there hope, based on Drake Bell's experience, I'm going to have to probably lean towards no. I've given up on hope for my channel completely. Expecting YouTube to do the right thing in any scenario is wishful thinking at this point.
Yeah, I totally agree, honestly. I've kind of lost hope too, but at the same time, I really want it back.
Yeah, man, I know exactly how you feel. there's just that sinking feeling deep in your gut where it's like, man, everything in my life would just be perfect if they would give back what they wrongfully stole from me. And I know that's not true because I was just as miserable the day before the channel was deleted. But now that it's gone, it's like, oh, no, man, my life was so much better back then. But I know it wasn't. It's just, it's like this weird justification that's going on in my brain. And I think now is the time to shut that feeling down and realize, as the iCarly theme song would suggest, a song that Drake Bell, a dear friend of the show, I think helped produce. I think he was a backup singer on that song. You've got to see the brighter side of every situation. And I think, despite both of us losing our biggest platform on the internet, perhaps there might be a brighter side to the situation, namely me fucking around on Twitch and having the artistic freedom on my website. What is the brighter side for the Gilva Sunner 2 YouTube channel, or whatever you guys are calling it?
I think the brighter side is we can basically start back from basics. We had gotten really different from like how we uploaded songs originally and stuff, and I think now it would be like the perfect time to do a little bit of a throwback and just bring it back to basics. We one of the what we did on the 9th, which was the fourth anniversary or third anniversary, it was one of the anniversaries of the channel, the original channel. We uploaded songs that were the songs that are up on the channel right now are basically just our essential songs. They're songs that we're known for, or the songs that we really enjoyed on the channel, like enjoyed the most. It was basically the best starters guide, and yeah, we re-uploaded those. We had a lot of fun on that day. It was a lot of good vibes that day. So I think the brighter side to that is we can just start all over from scratch, basically, and that's a curse and a blessing in some cases.
Now, here's a question that I am sort of scared to ask because I don't want to accidentally force this into the universe. But when my channels were deleted, I also had backup channels. I even had backup channels that I didn't own. Somebody else owned it. But all of those were found by YouTube. I think they had like a police drug sniffing dog, but virtually sniffing out edgy monkey content. And they banned all of those channels too. Now, that's, I think they wanted me dead specifically, and it was for community guideline strikes. So I'm guessing they won't be as brutal when it comes to copyright strikes. But do you guys have any plan or idea or what for in case they find this other channel and decide they want to delete that too? Because if you don't know, people at home, once you have one channel terminated, you're not allowed to have another one, and YouTube has the right, according to their own shitty terms of service, to just delete everything you've ever made.
Yeah, that's certainly a fear of mine, but
Would it be fair to say
we've
that
had
somebody else owns this channel?
yes, yes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
It's certainly fair. Yes. The thing that's we've we've like thought of having a website, but we're nervous about like the bandwidth, and we don't know how we would like handle that. And then just I mean, I don't know how well audio uses on bandwidth and things like. I'm not very technical with websites, but
Well, you said all your music is uploaded to SoundCloud, is that right?
a lot of the songs are on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Not all of them though, because we have like 9,000 songs, but a good chunk of them are uploaded on Bandcamp.
Well, I would
So
say
we definitely.
you probably don't need to worry too much about all the bandwidth and stuff, because what I do on my website is I just embed all of the content from a bigger website like Vimeo. So I mean, surely the Bandcamp would take the brunt of that if you guys made a website, because the music wouldn't be hosted on the website; it would be embedded, right?
Oh yeah, that could work actually. I think that could be a way too. We could upload to just like a different video site or something for like the video, because we have some some videos that have visuals and things like that that are cool to
Yeah,
see.
like a bunch
So
of crabs
so we
dancing on an island.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, things like that.
All right. I'm going to open it up to the chat questions now. I think we had one asking if your real name is John SiIvaGunner. Can you confirm if that is your real name?
My name is not John SiIvaGunner. I apologize.
Damn it. I thought we had the hot scoop. I thought we were going to dox you once and for all, but no. They're saying, yeah, everybody in the chat's upset that your name's not John SiIvaGunner.
Dang it.
How do you deal with the guilt of killing God? Is that relevant to you, or is that just a random question?
It's not that relevant to me.
No, it's
But
not. It's not a meme I'm missing out on.
yeah, it I wasn't aware that I killed God. So I'm sorry if I did.
Spano Spy wants to know, what is your favorite source?
I really enjoyed using the nutcheck when it was first around. That was because before we started using it, it wasn't that well known.
You guys keep
I
starting
think a
these
few,
fucking memes that I
yeah,
can't get out of my
yeah,
head. You motherfuckers.
like a few YouTubers had covered it, but like it wasn't like really widespread really until us. Um, so that was a fun one to use. We had another source called Puzzle Room, and that one was basically we accidentally uploaded a shock video kind of to our channel, and we had the Puzzle Room song from Kirby Planet Robobot playing, and then at the very end it flashed an image of a Harlequin baby.
Which, if you don't know, it's pretty much a baby with its skin inside out. Very delightful to pop up in
Yeah.
what I assume is a child searching for his favorite Kirby song.
Yes. So we were kind of like that was uploaded without my knowledge basically. So
Oh.
when I found out, I removed the video and I broke character on Twitter. And I probably shouldn't have done that, but eventually we started actually using the Puzzle Room song in rips and like just videos in general just because we thought that situation was funny.
I imagine as soon as somebody hears that, their asshole clenches up, waiting for the next Harlequin baby to pop up.
Yeah.
Uh, who is your favorite Ripper? I assume this question means something to you, because I assume a Ripper is somebody who is just making these things.
Yeah. I'll make it clear here. A rip is like we call it high quality video game rip. That's basically what our term for our fake outs is. It's basically high quality video game rip, and a ripper is someone who makes them. So we have a lot of great content creators. I don't want to just single out one, but we've MTH is fantastic. Smokey Thrill 77 makes some of my favorites. There's a ton of good content creators on the channel. I just can't single out just one.
Mount Hop wants to know, can we talk about the 9/11 event on SiIvaGunner? Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, we did a event on 9/11.
Respectful.
Originally, yeah, in 2016. It wasn't the most respectful event we did, but we kind of stopped it about halfway through, and we made a new channel called Flustered Fernando, which is basically
like Angry Joe.
Yes. and coincidentally, our profile picture for that is Elliot Rodger. So we have all of like we have a bunch of shock, like not shock, but like our more offensive rips up on that channel for people who felt the need to make those.
Speaking of Elliot Rodger, you just jogged my memory. I don't know if this is true or not because I didn't look back, but somebody told me just yesterday on Twitter that I actually ripped you guys off. I made an anime review like 3 years ago or 2 or 3 years ago of Cory in the House, where I compared Cory in the House to Elliot Rodger. And evidently, at the beginning of that video, I played one of your Cory in the House rips, and I didn't even realize it. You guys have a
Yes,
bunch of Corey in the house?
yeah, I actually had watched that video and I noticed that you used it because I heard Snow Halation playing in it.
And you guys must have
But
tricked me because I thought I downloaded the actual Corey in the House like video game OST or something. So you guys actually got me. I had no idea.
yeah, that's happened actually a few times where one example is Game Explained, the Nintendo YouTube channel uploaded a Banjo Kazooie, or I think it was a ukulele related video, but they used Banjo Kazooie music. And for like the first 10 minutes it was up, they had used one of our rips where it turned into Hotline Bling, and people were commenting about it. So they removed the video and re-uploaded it. It was really funny.
That's amazing. That's my favorite kind of trolling, where it's like nobody's getting hurt. It's just fucking hilarious.
Oh, there was one time, I think it was Nintendo of Italy actually used one of our songs in one of their promotional videos, and I don't even think they noticed.
Is it still up?
I think it is actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm yeah, yeah. That was a really
Somebody
funny.
said it was the Mario Odyssey theme.
Yeah, we one of the rippers had arranged one of the orchestral songs to sound more like a Mario 64 song, I think, and they had used that arrangement in their video, and I think they thought that it was like an actual song from the game or something. I don't understand how that even happened. How does Nintendo of Italy not understand what their own
Yeah.
game songs are?
There's got to be some intern just editing the videos he's lazy and he goes to Google or YouTube and just types in Mario Odyssey theme and downloads the first HD one that he can find.
Yeah, probably.
Somebody asked if you've met Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic.
Yes, I have. I have an image of it. We did a nostalgia critic event. It was funny because what happened was the Channel Awesome controversy was happening right while we were doing it, and it like that happens a lot with our channel. For some reason, we are like so timely with things. We'd started the nostalgia critic thing on April Fool's Day, and then the day after, the change the channel document started. So like it was a very big coincidence, and we were able to ride that into the sunset. But on the last day, I tweeted an image of me with Doug Walker because I'm ashamed to admit I was kind of a nostalgia critic fan in high school. So I had seen him at a convention at one point, and I got my picture taken with him, and I forgot I even had it until that week when we were doing it.
uh, that's fantastic. Now he's the one who has to show up to get his picture taken with you at conventions.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time Doug Walker was at a convention? I don't know. Maybe he still does. I think you have to have hair to go to conventions now. Isn't that the rule?
Yeah, that's probably the rule, honestly.
Now, somebody in the chat, I don't know if they're talking to you or me, but they said you're the most followed person on Vanillo with no videos. Are you guys on Vanillo?
I don't know. We might be.
It's
I'm
like
not entirely.
it's a new like YouTube competitor, but it's run by like a bunch of 16-year-old kids. And I definitely have an account with no videos on it. But I don't think I have the most followers on there because I never shared it. So I assumed he's talking about you guys.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember making one. Maybe someone else on the team did. Maybe it's an unofficial channel or something. Either way, I don't recall making one.
All right, we have a question from an average raccoon who says, according to this BuzzFeed article, I'm 13% gay. So could you rub lotion on my thighs as SiIvaGunner remixes my pleasured moans? Sheep can moderate. What do you think of that?
Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how that would happen.
I guess you just have to rip his moans out of his throat.
Oh,
Plug him into
yeah,
the software.
Yeah, yeah.
What are your thoughts on furries, and is Mumkey a furry because he's a monkey?
I have no real thoughts on furries, honestly. Like, I don't really care actually, but I don't think you're a furry monkey.
No, thank you. I would hate for somebody to be both an ex-Nostalgia Critic fan and a furry, because we know that's just 2 out of the 3 of the holy trifecta of autism. So it's
Oh
gotta
God, yeah.
gotta keep you
Uh-huh.
safe. Somebody wants to know if you've ever said the N-word.
No.
No.
Oh, I just said it. The word no is the
Oh,
N
oh,
word.
okay. I got great. Can you talk about the loudest thing in SiIvaGunner? Is that another meme I don't know about?
Yeah, we have a meme. It's the loudest or the world's largest orgasm.
Okay.
Or like loudest, and it's just a guy going ah. And yeah, we use that quite a bit. Like we'll either just put it in there to scare people, or we pitch shift it sometimes to like match.
All right, I want to play for everybody one of your greatest hits. So, which one would you recommend we play uh, to help round off this program? And where can I find it if it's not on YouTube?
Maybe you should play the "We Are Number One" rip, since that was the one that you were looking for.
Okay. The new channel is called SiIvaGunner 2. Is it on there?
Yes, yes, it should be on there. Yeah, I can also send it to you if you want.
Yeah, just do that. And I'm not sure how the audio balancing is going to be. It'll probably be much louder than us, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Yeah, just shoot me a link on Discord. Oh, we've got people recommending their favorite ones in the chat. That's cool. All right,
There it is.
folks. If you wanna hear some high quality rips, here's an example of what's in store over at SiIvaGunner 2 on YouTube. Here is "We Are Number One," Lazy Town, the video game. Let me know if you can hear it.
Drop it.
I can't hear it, but that's just probably.
Yeah, I think they can hear it. Oh, this is Snoop Dogg. I imagine that's the moan you were talking about.
Probably yes.
Now look at the stat that I just found. When I say go, be ready to throw. Go! Throw it at him, not me! Oh, let's try something else. Now watch and learn. Here's the deal. You slip and slide on this banana peel. What are you doing? Nobody is going to save you now. We are number one.
Ends with a shotgun blast. Who got shot by that? By "We Are Number One,"
Oh.
man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I posted a link to their channel in the chat. I'll do it again real quick so everybody can go check it out for themselves, as they should. You're telling me there was a YouTube channel posting that caliber of content every hour on the hour for almost a year?
Yes,
That's
yes, there was.
Fucking insanity! How many
It
views
was a
were you
lot.
guys getting like per video on average?
On average, we definitely got at least 10,000 views per video.
That's so
Sometimes
like 24,000 views a day.
yeah, and every once in a while we'd get one that would break 100,000 and like 50,000 regularly and stuff. So like it wasn't always just the 10,000 ones, but I think that was a very good consistent view count.
I can't even imagine following a YouTube channel and I go to bed, wake up the next morning, and they have 9 new videos in my sub feed. Like, how would I even go through and watch them all? There's so much content. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people would do is just find games that they were interested in and focus on those, and then the really dedicated fans of the channel would go through all of the videos that they missed. And
It might be your guys' fault that YouTube's sub box doesn't work anymore. They might have seen how much you guys were posting and said, "Fuck this. We're not letting the sub box send videos out anymore. Let's just push more Logan and Jake Paul instead of actually making the sub box work." So that's my theory. I'm just going to blame you guys again for this horrible tragedy.
God, yeah, probably honestly.
All right, folks, we're going to go to the top of the hour. So hit us with your final big questions, and we'll see who's lucky enough to get in. And maybe we'll round up the show with one more remix, because I really want to hear another one of these on air. If you have a suggestion, otherwise I'll take one from the chat.
Yeah, maybe we should take one from the chat
Okay.
because yeah, I chose the last one.
All right, everybody in the chat, ask questions and let me know what song you want to hear. And now the chat's going so fast, I have no chance of reading anything. Okay, here's a generic question for every artist. What is your favorite song you've made? Easy question, right?
My favorite song that I'm a big fan of Maroon 5's old band, Kara's Flowers, because before they got famous, they had a band in LA that was really small and didn't do anything. And we made an arrangement album dedicated to one of their unreleased albums, and I ended it with a full band cover of one of their songs. And I'm really happy with that because I was able to get in contact with a lot of talented people to do instruments on it and things.
Oh, that's fun. There's a request for King for a Day, and when I search it, a whole bunch of things pop up. Do you know which one they would be talking about?
We did a whole event called King for a Day, which was we basically made our own Super Smash Brothers style game, or like we didn't make the game, but we made the soundtrack to a game with different characters and things. They're probably I don't know which one they're talking about, but we we could show like or I don't think the main theme of that it's really good, but it's not like a remix of a song or something, so I'm not sure
It's not
that
going to
would
be
be a
funny.
good one to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morse Apple wants to know, or I guess just says, and just realized that I've been an indirect fan because of a lot of the Avidya Gamer stream accounts use a metric shit ton of your songs in their troll and meme vids. Thanks for all the good times. That's nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love seeing other YouTubers like use our songs and stuff because it's always fun to see that.
All right, officially everybody wants to hear Lost Woods, and I should be right here in the... Is this 10 minutes long?
Yeah, that one's 10 minutes long. I'm not sure that's the best one to play, honestly, but
I got a lot of requests for it. So let's wrap this bad boy up. Thank you for coming on the very first episode of the Mumkey Jones interview show. Where can people find you online? Plug all of your shit, because I think you guys have a lot of hilarious, talented stuff going on. And people who haven't heard of you, they need to get on the train ASAP.
okay, so the personal or my the SiIvaGunner Twitter page is at GIIVA Sunner. That's the Twitter handle. My personal Twitter is the 8bits, with the number 8 in the middle.
And both of those
My
should
you-
be pinned to the top of my Twitter.
Yes. And my YouTube channel is Chase the Chat. I upload mashups. I recently, or I used to upload weekly, but I personally I I've been stressed lately, so I've been taking a little bit of vacation. But we also have the SiIvaGunner 2 channel, as we mentioned. Hopefully, I'm not counting on it, but SiIvaGunner 1 hopefully it comes back soon. But yeah, you can find us at SiIvaGunner 2 on YouTube. Yeah, just I hope you enjoy our songs.
Well, speaking of enjoying songs, we've got a 10-minute song that everybody had to hear. So, for the first episode of the Mumkey Jones interview show, I've been Mumkey, and I'm just going to mute my mic and let this bad boy play itself to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks.
Riding and swerving, cause I'm bold.
Nathaniel! Nathaniel. Nathaniel, oh, church is.
If I wanna watch anime and you got a problem with that, you can suck my dick!
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll and start at the sharpest tool in the shed. Gangnam Style. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger in her gun in the shape of it on her forehead. Gangnam Style. Hit the kid, mom. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Let me start getting it. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Get an attitude. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Drop it like a song. Let the real one in the phone shout out me over. Cause I got the one. the ripper, the bitty daddy's worst nightmare. Catch me, baby, catch me, I'm
When
right
that
there.
girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and the power ups in her face, you get wanna get that one up, cause you notice them, up to a stuff, cause you notice them.
Who is the father gentleman?
Okay, it's childish, can't be no older clubbing like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like it's up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches too. That should be running Vita and Adidas with some short. In my tweet is where it's supposed to be. Your greetings in my street is Asian to that soul girl. And now he got that Gucci beat. My dick is like an accent mark, it's all about the over E.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters are They used to call me on my cell phone.
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television. You know his coconut guns finally back to buy it in spurts. His coconut gun can buy it in spurts. If he shoots up, it buys in spurts. His coconut gun is bigger, faster, stronger too.
Here I come, rougher than knuckles. The best of them, tougher than knuckles. You can call me Knuckles. I like Knuckles, got him chucked. I'd rather face my knuckles.
Save on everything at Christmas in July. H rag. Panasonic Blu-ray, $99. H
Pickle Red, small big reveal.
Beautiful girls, they only wanna do it, sure. They'll have you suicidal.
I can be with you.
When they say it's over,
Burger King flood lettuce.
If I wasn't involved, this place would go to shit.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Bullshit.
All right, folks. We did it. The full 10-minute song. We did it. That is now officially it for the premiere, the pilot series premiere episode of the Monkey Jones interview show. Folks, I got a lot of guests lined up. We want to do this once a week, every week, until the day I heroically and hero. So, creators small, big, large, medium, and minuscule. Who do you want to see on the show? Let me know on Twitter. Let them know on Twitter. You should tweet at people you want to see on the show. Say, hey, you should go on the Monkey Jones interview program. Tell them to hit me up on Twitter. I'll add them to the list. And if you are a creator and you feel like you got something you want to show off, hit me up on Twitter too, so I can probably ignore you while secretly adding you to the list, and I'll eventually reply to you in 4 months. Coliquial duck. What the fuck am I talking about? Thank you for subscribing. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun. I did not know a whole lot about that channel and its history, but we just had a very nice refresher course for some of you and educational course for me, and I'm very excited to go through the 10,000 video history of this channel, because based on the things we've heard so far, this might be, as a boomer would say, this is real music. This is real music. Back in my day, that was real music. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Expect an iCarly for the Wii speed run here on my Twitch very soon. That's my next planned show. All next week, I'm going to be in New York City visiting Asterios Kokonos. We're doing a live show. There are still tickets available if you want to see it. I think just go to twitter.com/Asterios. If you live in New York and you want to see me and Asterios live and hang out with us and stuff after the show, that's going to be, I think, on Friday the 25th, I think is the date. There's still tickets available. Saturday show is sold out. Only shows available for the Friday show. So again, if you or your friends or anybody live in the New York City area and you want to come see Mumkey and Asterios live, and it looks like Sheepover will be there too, you can go hit on my girlfriend while I'm stuck on stage, embarrassing myself. How sold out is the Friday show? I think there's still like 20 tickets left. You should be fine. You should be fine. Anyway, folks, monkeyjones.com, monkeyjones.tv, that's where you find all of my content now that I've been kicked off of every other website. You can go watch all my videos there. I have a new one that went up yesterday, and it also premiered here on Twitch about 3 hours ago. It's a fun video, me making fun of a horrible TV show. And finally, I want to show my Patreon, because my Patreon is really my only major revenue source left. Patreon.com/Mumkey. Link down below the stream. If you like the stuff I do and you want to give me $1 a month to help me keep doing it, it's greatly appreciated. I couldn't do it without the good folks over at my Patreon. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Come see us in New York! Friday the 25th, I believe. You better be there. Drag your friends and family who don't know who we are. They'll be very confused and very disappointed. See you next time.